Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Casler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Today's question is about logging. That means like a ship's log, writing down everything that happened. A radio log is writing down who you talked with, times, signal strengths, and so on. It used to be required by the FCC that you kept a log, even of unanswered CQs. But now that a logging requirement has been put aside, I still log. I've got a notebook, just a standard notebook, and I've got this little stamp that I put on it. And what that stamp does is give me a place to write down the pertinent info about what I have done. And then I can use that to send out QSL cards. This is my QSL card. It's got my name, call sign, a little blurb about me. And on the back, it's got the place for all the information. And I like to send these to everybody. I just do. I get somewhere between a 40 and 50% rate coming back. You can make a QSL card out of just a plain old postcard if you want. Or just type it in a letter, whatever works for you. I decided to have some printed. It used to be very, very, very common for that to happen. To send or receive QSL cards, you need a log. Because if somebody sends you a card, then you've got to look in your log and see if that QSO actually happened. And then if you want to send it to them, you use the system online called QRZ.com. Now, it takes a membership fee to use, but it has names and addresses of hams all in the U.S., Canada, and many from around the world. Okay, so good place to do that. This is from Philip Tappe, as I said. He's not a ham yet. He looks forward to his first QSO. He has a little HF listen-only radio system that he uses. It's, let's see, HackRF1, and is enjoying decoding digital signals with FLDigi and WSJTX, and is working on getting some NOAA weather images to come in clearly. Okay. And my question about his logs, are they necessary or mandatory to keep? No, but it's a good idea. I would say best practice for hams is if you are a frequent QSLer, you should log everything. Otherwise, log the contests and the DX, okay, because those are going to give you what you need in order to work for those. And I'm going to mention a concept for that in a minute. Do you have any online method or program you recommend? I've not seen an online logging except QSL.com. No, it's QSL.cc. And there are some others that you can put on. They don't really count for awards. The one that does count for awards is the ARRL Logbook of the World, which is down right now. They've had a nasty attack on all of their systems at ARRL headquarters. They claim that no data has been lost, and they're doing their best to get all the systems back up and running. Says, I don't think I'll be jumping into any contests or anything right away, but it does happen. Believe me, you can really get the bug for it. But I have noticed spot logging in Whisper. Whisper keeps its own log, and then you can suck that log into your favorite logging program. Says, thanks again for all the wonderful videos and knowledge. Looking forward to my first QSO. Well, Philip, I'm looking forward to it with you. Now, let's talk about logging programs. There are 3 major logging systems. One is N1MM, which is old but kept current and is a standard contester's log. Works very well for that. Everything goes into it. Another one that is very popular is the N3FJP log. Now this isn't a log, it's a bunch of logs, over 100. He has a separate log program for every contest, tailored to the contest, so that you are only bringing in, and the only fields you have to fill in show up just all in one place, call sign, signal report, whatever, and they go right into there. And then he has an all contact log program into which you can log directly and get everything in there that you need, or you go to your contest log and suck the output of that into your all contact log, so that if somebody QSLs, and it can QSL in a bunch of different ways, this will work electronically with Logbook of the World, and you can keep your log that way. That's what I do. I use the N3FJP. The third one, which used to be very popular when it was free, and now it costs some money, although it's a much better program now, is called Ham Radio Deluxe. The logger on it is part of a much bigger software suite that does everything from packet to steering your antenna for satellite contacts and everything like that. It's an odd potpourri of various types of capabilities, and it's costs a little money, but it does have a very good logger that'll log everything. One issue that I have had with this, and I talked to the owner about this at Dayton last month, is that if you have a paper log and you want to add your paper logs, the thing is constantly trying to help you by putting in current time, date, and everything, and I want it to stop helping me so I can get the right date and everything in there. That's one thing I've had a problem with. With the N3FJP software, I don't seem to have that problem. N1MM, like I said, is very popular, but I've never used it. If I had to pick one for you, I'd go with N3FJP All Contact Log. Now, if you buy one piece of logging software from N3FJP, you will be able to use it forever, including all updates into the future. There is a price that you can pay where you can have any or all of his software, and that's how I do it. Because, for example, when the California QSO party comes up, I get the California QSO party log, download it, and set it up, and it's just set up for that. So you can just work contacts without the logging software getting in the way. Okay, so there you have it. And I hope that answers your question. Now, I'm going to give you the same advice I give everybody who is studying to become a ham, and that is don't purchase any ham radio equipment until you actually have your license. So wait until you've got that Certificate of Successful Completion of Examination, or CSCE, before you go out and buy ham radio style equipment. Listening, of course, is fun. Those little dongles like you were talking about are very inexpensive, and you can have a lot of fun doing that with a lot of pieces of software. So I hope to see you inside the ham radio fraternity soon, and until we next meet, 73.